Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin. In this video, we're looking at the old Seiko Tuna and the new Seiko Tuna. Unfortunately, I don't have a SBBN039, but I do have the SBBN039, which is a limited edition, a limited Paddy edition. 700 of these were made, and they're currently out of stock. And this one is the SBBN043. They both do have blue dials. This does have a black strap, and this has a blue strap. I would have figured this would have a blue strap since it's a Paddy edition, but this is what it came with. So the SBBN31, instead of saying Paddy on the dial there, it says Marine Master. And the new Tuna no longer says Marine Master. It has the Pro Specs P and S, which looks like an X, which is underneath that minute hand there, which kind of looks like an hour hand. Anyway, they both have kanji date. This one's easier to read since it's white on blue versus the light blue on the dark blue here. But you can see the circle in the center of this one here. Kind of engraved in there or subset. It's a cool feature to look at. Let's look at the case backs. So they are both rated to 300 meters water resistance. Both have the same movement, the 7C46. You can see right there, limited, we have number 616 of 700. The crowns look very similar as well. I did measure them a little bit different dimension. I'm not sure if that's a measurement error, but they do look a little bit different, so it could be a different size. All right, so the previous version has a Hardlex crystal, this domed Hardlex, real nice dome to that. And the new version has a slight domed sapphire crystal. Definitely appreciate the sapphire crystal versus Hardlex. I know a lot of people don't have issues with Hardlex, but I have scratched up one of them really good and another one got scuffed up somehow. So I prefer sapphire. Looks like I was off on this bezel. This bezel is really, really easy to turn. As long as you grab it in between the shroud here. There we go, got it all lined up. Ceramic bezel insert, sapphire crystal. I'm trying to think if this has Diashield. I didn't look at that. I'll try and put that in the description if it does have Diashield or not. Interesting. It doesn't really say on the back. I prefer the old handset versus the new handset. And we'll check out the Lume here in a moment. Let me know in the description which version you prefer. Supposedly you can still buy the SBBN039. Like I said, this one you can't buy anymore. Well, not from authorized dealer. You have to buy a second hand. And I'm actually selling this one back to the original owner. Both do have silicone straps, which is nice for a dive watch. I just prefer FKM rubber. So, as you can tell, I've not worn this one very much. And this one I just received not too long ago and haven't worn it much either. All right, let's talk about the dimensions, and then we'll put them both on the wrist, and then we'll check out the Lume. So the SBBN039, looking at 47.5 diameter, 15.4 millimeter thick. And the crown, 6.8 millimeter. And lug width is the same on both of these at 22 millimeter lug width. So let's see if we can look at the thickness here real quick. figure out how to hold this. Don't really want to touch them together. So the watch in my left hand is 15.4 millimeter thick, and the one in my right hand is 14.3. So basically 1 millimeter thinner. Not sure how they did that. I measured the diameter on this at 47.6. In the crown, I measured at 6.9. It's only a tenth of a millimeter, so unlikely that you would see the difference here. All right, let me get these both on the wrist, and then we'll check out the Lume. We'll go with the old model first. So I have a 6.5-inch wrist with a 52 millimeter wristband. And, you know, you would think a 47.5 millimeter diameter watch would look really large on wrist, but with this case shape, it's really not that bad. All right, let's zoom out here. These watches will look essentially the same on wrist. I prefer the old handset better, but sapphire and ceramic is a nice upgrade. Both do have the metal keeper. This one does look larger because it doesn't have the stainless steel bezel insert. But I like that. I like that splash of blue and how it kind of shines and catches light there. It's really neat. So let me know in the comment section which of these watches you prefer. I'm going to try and get SBBN 39 in, 31 in for more of a direct comparison, but we'll see how that goes. All right, I'll pause the video and we can check out the Lume. Before I do that, if you could subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell icon when you subscribe and hit it if you're haven't. Well, anyway, yeah, just hit the subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment below. I don't know if it's my eyeball that's off or what, but I keep trying to get this lined up. Well, it is Seiko, so even though it is a $1,400 watch, it could be off. Actually, that reminds me. So this watch is $1,420 from namen.com. And this one here was about $1,700, but like I said, they're out of stock. And you have to go to like eBay or something to buy it. Hardlex, sapphire. Both have the same movement. Both are rated to 300 meter water resistance as well. So, all right, we'll be right back with the Lume. All right, so on the left we have the SBBN039, and on the right the SBBN043. The Lume is amazing on both of these watches. If you're a Lume junkie, definitely buy a Seiko Tuna. Lume is simply amazing on both of these. So I had heard in other videos that the Lume is better on the old model, and yeah, I would have to agree with that. The The triangle 12 o'clock indice is larger, and then also all the hour indices are slightly larger, and the lume pip at the top of the bezel is also larger. So I would say the lume is better on the previous model. The only thing that's better on the new model is that minute hand is so much larger than the previous minute hand. So of course that's brighter, but overall I prefer the previous generation. I may actually have to pick up a SBBN039 for myself to keep for a while. So anyway, that will conclude today's video. As always, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.